Welcome.
Hola.
We are talking about this show again, honey.
Yes, we love the show. And I got noodles. They a little dry, but don't worry about
I wasn't gonna judge you out loud. You know we already got a little beef about a noodle, so I'm gonna leave you alone.
it. Thank you. I was truly gonna say, leave me be.
I'm going to. Let me put this
All
thing
right.
on. Do not disturb, honey. Hush.
Okay. So we
Okay.
are here for episodes 3 and 4. And I'm gonna let
Period.
Miss K start us off so I can eat me a little something.
Exactly that. Okay. I'm going to actually take us back a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Um, because I wrote I wrote the gracities, but my computer changed it to the gravities. And that's what I'm going to
Period.
call them for this moment. So the
That'd have been a
gravity,
better name. Yes. That'd have been a better name. Yes, the
because
gravities.
but the gracity sounds exactly like what it should be called, what it would be called in real life. Um, so Angela had done
But you
went.
hoes ain't got no grace. I'm so sorry. For them to be called the grace, hoes ain't got no grace, no manners, none of that. I'm so sorry. Go ahead. You were saying.
I mean, please, by all means.
I can't stand Leah. Like, Leah get on my goddamn nerves, fam. But yeah.
And that's my bitch. I love me some Leah. I do. So there was a moment we missed in episode 2 where girl, you better eat. You better dip your head down in that bowl.
I'm sorry. I'm so hungry.
That's all right. I just finished eating, like right before I sent you the link. Um, but yeah, they were making flowers. I don't know what they was putting these flower arrangements together for. I didn't catch that. But they were doing floral arrangements, honey, sitting in the office building doing floral arrangements like after school activities. And there was so Lauren walked in drunk as hell. As
With that
hell.
short dress on.
She looked it cute though. I ain't even gonna
She
lie to
did.
lie. She looked cute.
But you know how the elders they hate. You see how
Look
short
how
that dress is?
short.
Like, girl,
Get it
mind your
together, girl.
business. Right.
First of all, y'all sound a fool. Second of all, I'm not understanding why this girl is just allowing her daughter to drink every day, all day. The girl is 17. At least pretend like you don't want her to be drinking.
Right.
It's like,
Because I'm
dang.
like, this liquor in this water, but like, girl, don't nobody think that's water. You know, don't nobody think that's water.
I
And the
did.
way you chugging it, you couldn't have. Okay.
I did.
I drink and you don't. So that's what.
I be trying though. I be trying.
Ain't no way they thought that was water. I said, man, get out of here.
And
But what?
then I'm sorry, go
Yeah.
ahead.
No, go.
Okay.
Because I don't want to step on your toes if we both gonna say the same thing. But go ahead.
I doubt we was gonna say the same thing. Because
Okay.
I was gonna say, why would Leah come sit over there and try to have this very light conversation about, and you're hungover? Like, bitch, it should be very much, I'm finna beat your ass when we get home, because who told you could be doing all this drinking? You 17 years old and you be out here driving and carrying on all over this island, and I'm gonna beat your ass.
Girl, not the Gracie keys. She didn't need nobody nothing. No, I was still stuck on the flowers. How she came over by Angela and
Yes, yeah,
told her,
Angela.
yeah, it stuck with me, thank you. Because that's the only way I'm gonna remember. So thank you. She said something, but all I could think of was what was it about the neck from Flavor of Love? This ain't a soup kitchen. That's all I could think of. I'm just
Straighten that neck up.
straighten. I was gonna say loosen, but I'm like, that don't make sense.
Yes,
Like
loosen your
it
neck.
it
Loosen
got
it.
away from me. But I was like, man, she stayed coming from my girl, and I just don't like it. I think that's why I don't like her because I'm more identified with Angela. Where it's like I'm just
I
trying
don't
to make
know
it.
what is it about Angela that you identify with, because all that bitch do is cry.
Well, not that. No, I just said trying to make it on your own when she building it up. She do y'all. If y'all don't follow the Collective 3 Twitter page, please do. because in my notes, all I said was tears, more tears. This bitch crying again. I'm like,
Yeah.
every time she cried, I was over it.
We should make
But
it a drinking game. Every time she cried, take a shot.
Lord, I'll be drunk for real. No.
Well, listen, we love to see it. Um, but no, yeah, her sister walked over to her and was like, "You need to chill on the baby's breath because we're not trying to make it look cheap." And I'm like, "Girl, it's flowers. It's just flowers. Don't nobody give a fuck. It's
That's why you're
flowers."
gonna end up crazy just like your mama is. Like, girl, I'm over here.
Oh no.
Tell me I'm lying.
I'm gonna tell you you're lying because
No, because that she
I'm not
had,
speaking that over my girl.
yeah, right. Especially when she had her moment of these flowers are just too pink. I said, yeah, yeah, bring it together. She's gonna be just like her mama.
I
Crazy.
think I
And
did. I
I mean no disrespect with the C word, but something wrong with Nana Grace.
who is somebody coming through to see it? So anyway, I just found it very weird about those baby's breath. And then, like, you mad at your sister about some baby's breath, but your daughter, your 17-year-old underage daughter, come in here drunk as a skunk, and you like, you need to just stop. Just don't, please. Like, it's stupid. It was stupid to me. Like,
And am I wrong
yes.
with most likely? But when they were at her house and she told her, like, I love her because I do, did they mention, did they show the I'm never going to accept that, or did they just include that in the package
No, that was
from
in
the
there.
previous?
That was the main reason I was like, let me go back and watch episode 2
I
because I
skipped
missed
right
something.
over that.
But that was very much in there. They was sitting at the on the girl couch, trying to bust up in her house and sat on her couch. And she was for some. Oh, well, this ties into it. Let me finish this scene first, where what's her face get up and run to the bathroom. Lauren get up and run to the bathroom because baby, she is sick from the liquors. And for some reason, she had opened her camera roll and she just left that on the table. I was like, ain't no 17-year-old in the world.
I'm just gonna leave their phone open like that, especially to their camera roll. Like,
Especially the camera roll. Especially.
I'm almost 30 and still never. Like, no.
Child, you don't want to see what I tell my mom all the time. She, my phone stays unlocked. Like, I don't give a fuck.
Mm-hmm.
But I tell her, if you go in there and find something, that's your business. That ain't got shit to do with me. You found it. You deal with it.
Right.
But no, so the girl gets up, she runs off. Her mama picks up her phone, looking through her camera roll again. So improbable. And she don't even see nothing like super risque. She see these pictures are of Taylor and Lauren make it like doing kissy faces at the camera, and like they weren't like they could have been anything.
One of them was like her kissing her neck.
I think she was kissing her cheek, but
Okay.
It was those pictures weren't like, this is a dyke, honey. It was very much like, this is how teenage girls take pictures.
Not with the way Taylor looked with her fine self. That's what gives it away. I'm sorry.
She is so fine. My God. Anyway, so fast forward to them busting up in that woman's house. The Taylor, what's her name, Lord? Angela says that I hear Taylor's doing better. And she like, how you know? And she like, because Nikki had done been up to the hospital, child, looking at your girlfriend. Which I don't understand, because we all knew that. I feel like we all, I don't know, maybe Angela did not know at that point that was her girlfriend. But so Taylor, I mean, what's her name, God? Lauren is mad that Taylor has been seen by Nikki, even though Taylor didn't see Nikki because she in this coma. Baby, she asleep. She can't be worried with it. And so at some point, Leah turns to Lauren and is like, why are you so concerned with whether Nikki's been over there? Because it's just like the way you look at her. And Lauren like, bitch, I'm gay. And then she's throwing back the house. I love her. Yeah. Because I do. Lauren be crying like Angela.
Sure. I said, that's how you know they're related. That's how you know they're related.
They be in tears, honey. But that was just so that whole moment from the camera roll to the I saw the pictures. Like, okay, you let this bitch run around being drunk all over the island. Everybody can see her being drunk, but can't nobody see this bitch being gay. Child, right. I've had enough. So also in episode 2, we forgot about Lance Gross breaking this woman wall down in the middle of the day with no plan. Why are you in my house with a hammer tearing up my walls?
Somebody, you gotta see this. I'm like, no, you gotta fix this. Fix your goddamn wall.
This nigga was like, oh yeah, we can make a bigger salon. And then he just all of a sudden busting down her wall. Like, ma'am. And not the way we want it to be busted, honey. This is different wall busting that needs to be done, but it's not this one. It's just busted up in here. You gotta see this. Nigga, you better see yourself to Home Depot to get some more material for this wall.
It's no good ass, but we're gonna get this.
We are. We also forgot the Forbes. It's all right. Take
not that sober. Somber. Lord, yeah. I know words.
That's okay. You do. You know more words than the rest of us. So I ain't even gonna judge you for that. The reason you got confused is because you know so many words. See, when you only know one word, then the word is the word. But you know too many words.
See, this is a true friend. I like how you have my back. Thank you.
I'm gonna stick beside you. It got tangled up in there, girl.
But yes, the Forbes list. I'm sorry.
Okay, so they took pictures down to Forbes. I think we kind of touched on it a little bit with the daddy taking over the Forbes photo shoot.
I was going to say, yeah, that's more so what I focused on, because he said she was mistaken, because I ain't going nowhere, honey. Like, I am still the head of this company. And further down the line, you know, she'll take over, but it will not be tonight.
She is still my capable second in command. But tonight, I did want to discuss how absolutely gorgeous Leah looked in her outfit. Like when they put her in white, I thought she was in white.
I thought it was pink. Because I thought her and Lauren was like kind of matching.
Oh no, I'm talking about the photo shoot. You talking about the function.
The actual event.
Yeah, when she was at Forbes or at the college taking her photo shoot at Forbes.
Yeah, I missed it.
She was wearing white. She looked so good.
That must be when I was looking down at my phone.
Must have been, child, but she had looked good. And then what I really came back to touch on is that at some point she went over and looked at the hair and makeup table, and she saw Eve's crown, because Angela walk around all over this island dropping her mom off.
I know that's right.
Every
like y'all gonna see this.
This is my
y'all
mom.
Gonna see
everything
use
reminds
my products,
which is a sickening moment, because we found out that now Angela has a credit for style in Forbes,
right.
Which is a sickening. Like, child, I'm gonna have one day.
I know that's right.
Period. But yeah, I wanted to touch back on that, and then we forgot to talk about Ain't Bam down to the.
I didn't forget. I purposely.
She was there like, function.
You know, it was nice to see Ain't Bam, but we didn't have to mention.
Everybody say Birdie's cakes.
Let's see. Now this is where I'm like, if y'all don't take y'all ghetto asses on.
Loved it. That was my kind of carrying on, child. You know I love foolishness. Let me see. What does this say? Oh, at the end of the ball, after not you laughing.
Because it's the way you did it. Like, what did I put on?
I had to read, honey, the font is small and my eyes are terrible these days. But after Franklin was like, I'm not stepping down, niggas. DuPont, the Raymond DuPont, the husband, got mad at his wife for getting gooped. And I'm like, why are you so mad? You're not helping the company and blah, blah. I'm like, nigga, she just got embarrassed in front of everybody, and now you hollering and carrying on.
But it's like both of y'all knew that y'all couldn't deal with him. Like, this man been doing this for much longer than y'all. Excuse me. Y'all know y'all can't mess with Papa Byron Pope Franklin.
Very that. Like it made no sense to think she could topple him, but then when she thought she did and came up embarrassed in front of all the Black Diamonds, child, down to the strip club, why would he come out of nowhere talking about you? Whose side are you on? You'll always be on your daddy's side. Like, nigga, she just got gooped. What is going on?
But
And
that's
then
her.
this white
That should let
man.
her know. And I'm with him though. That should let you know whose side you need to be on. Like that nigga always like one upping you and putting you right back in your place. So you need to get with me so we could take him down. Although y'all never gonna take him down, but stand as a united front with your husband.
But that's
I get what he's saying. Like it ain't right, but I get what he's saying.
It's blood versus fucking, I guess. I don't know. Blood, because they not.
I was gonna say, but you just can't put it just on that though. It's just like you build a bond with this person. This is your person or whatever. So it's just like, and when you get married, like that's supposed to be your main focus now.
Anyway, so this white man that I did not realize was the same white man from earlier in the episode, whose name is Jack, who apparently is one of the, like, the business.
Leah side nigga.
No, I'm not gonna say that because.
And the way he was calling her, like, yes, side nigga.
I'm not gonna say that.
Side cracker. Let me sorry.
I'm not going to say that.
I mean, cause like Lauren caught them kissing.
She cracked the door and said, "Mom." Like, girl, what's the problem? Mom
is one step away. I'm telling you, mental illness run in the family. Leah. Lauren might catch it before Leah do.
I was just gonna say,
it's one step away from being right there with Nana Rose in the home. They can knit together with whatever the hell Nana Rose do up in there.
It's her name, do it together. Because
it is Rose.
Not her being crazy over roses and her name Rose. That's okay. It is Rose.
Because when Lauren got home from jail, she was like, why is she making a big deal over this? And Nana Rose is never here. And Raymond, you wrong. He was like, well, let's go ask her. Like, let's go find out right now. It's like, why the hell she ain't never here. That woman got something going on.
Maybe he don't know. Because how they love to keep a secret in that family, child.
And that's why I can't stand with people. They do all that talking, all that carrying on, talking down to people. And it's like, if we just pull back a few layers on your family, you just like us. So what did we really talk about here?
Period. Because if I nope. You know what I was about to say though.
I was like, what? Are we going there? But we not, because I wasn't gonna let you get too far.
I'm not gonna do it. But if I did,
okay. No.
Rich niggas. Ugh.
I was gonna say this is where I gotta step in. We talk about the show.
I hate I come from these niggas. Anyway. Yeah.
Are we starting at episode 3?
Let's get into episode 3. Would you like to?
Oh, I thought you was doing the dance move. I was gonna say we start off
the Vaughn family dance,
which
is so stupid.
I thought it is. Why is this opening up like this?
It was Mama Eve, because everything.
Let her rest.
All this reminds me of Mama.
Man, we'll go be with her then. I'm tired of you at his mom.
It looks a mess. But everything reminds me of Mom.
I'm so tired. Wait, no, Mom, come back. Why did you sell me? Like, girl, she wasn't really here, right?
It was the mama waving, holding a stack of bills to her chest. It was like, ma'am.
I've always been here, baby. Like, no, you haven't.
Like, ma'am, you are dead. Like, not trying to be rude, but you are not before us right now. You can come in spirit. I've had plenty of my family and friends come to me in spirit, honey. But you is not here.
Yeah.
I do want to take a moment to say that the theme song was done by Tinashe.
I saw that.
I hate it.
I was gonna say, can we get a redo instead of a refill?
Come on, redo. You better sing. You better lay low. But no, I just feel like, first of all, it don't sound like Tinashe's music, and that's on my nerves because I like Tinashe's music. Second of all, y'all should have went and got Voyage to India to come Voyage to sing on the song because the energy of the show versus this theme song. And then y'all showing a bunch
which one?
Which one? What? Which Voyage to India?
Mm-hmm.
India herself.
Oh, okay. Because did you see the other photo? Sorry, I know we talk about the show, but real quick, did you see the other photos of Summer Walker in that getup?
As the title of this episode goes, why would I? For real, why?
It was just like she was no longer at the grocery store. Now she was cooking something. So she was standing in front of a pot, but it was like in a dressing room because she was standing in front of a mirror. I was like, what is happening here? I'm gonna find it. Keep talking.
I'm gonna find it. I'm okay. Ooh.
You're gonna see this.
Not you giving me Raymond-Dupont, not caring that I've been gooped. But yeah, I feel like the theme song should have been done by Mother Bald Headed Like a Full Moon Shining. Bald headed like a full. I'll never get over India Arie singing that to Robin Givens when she had cancer. I'll never. Anyway, Lauren has been freed, honey, from jail, and everybody's very excited to see her be free. Even her mama, who apparently could not sleep.
What the brother said? Look who's been emancipated. I said my type of sarcasm right in the right moment. Yes, brother.
Period. I like him. He don't have a lot to do thus far from what I've seen, but I like him.
He mind his business like he's supposed to. I said exactly. Yes.
The business that pays him.
Truly, which why I'm glad, because the little thing that it could have been between him and Nikki didn't go nowhere because they family. It's like, no, baby, we're not gonna be family. We family, baby, kissing cousins. Even though fuck 50 Cent, but great line.
That is not a great line.
It was funny. Because they weren't actually family. It's just like, your nigga right there, I'm gonna walk up to you like, we family, baby, kissing cousins. Girl. Anywho, I'm gonna find that picture later. Let's go back
God
to
is
what
blocking it. He would not let it be so.
Let me stop. So after they had a little dancing moment, because then in real, quote unquote, real life, you have Nikki downstairs doing the dance, and here comes Angela like, oh, you doing the moves like that? I said, man, I wish I could throw some at y'all heads. Like, come over it. Like,
but the Vaughn family dance.
Man, whatever.
It reminds me of Mama.
Girl, boo. So anyway, what's her name? Go upstairs looking for some posters, and her phone just started blowing up, and it's the video of her fighting
from last year.
And when I say I'm proud of you, girl, I'm proud of my girl. The way she was holding that head, like what, like them punches was so precise, hard. Like, girl, I was proud. I said, that's how you beat somebody else.
And looked like she was fighting a dyke because them locks were very lesbian. And I was like, you whooping a dyke? Go ahead, girl.
That's your girlfriend. Like, she had made you mad just one too many times. Like, bitch, I'm tired.
Listen, been there. But yeah, I don't understand. I don't understand why the video was taken last year, but just now popping this year.
That's what I'm like, who found it?
Like,
anyway, they trying to spill their tea, and it backfires every time.
That's why I keep my tea right here in the glass, unspilt. So
we have who is this? Raymond telling Leah that Angela is coming in for an interview for what is the thing called? I know it's incubator because that word just stays.
What's their last name? I be wanting to say Lancaster because I be thinking about Ambition. What's their last name?
It's Franklin and
Franklin.
DuPont.
It's the Franklin Incubator for Jesus partnership.
It's like it comes as being a part of the company, so and she's like, she got an interview, and it's like, but this is before he knew that Angela was her sister, so he's like, should she not have? And she's like, she's not the choice I would have picked. He said, well, good thing I picked. I said, shade your wife, because she don't make the best choices. Shade your wife, even though you got your company safety, but we ain't gonna talk about it.
That's a sore subject. That's a very
Obviously
sensitive subject. It reminds me of mama.
Whatever. And so, of course, as soon as she found out that Angela had an interview, she shows up with her hating ass, calling her what's the thing called? Design ghetto, and she's like, that's my mama on the bottle. Well, actually, what'd she say? Some shit about a swap meet.
She did.
Like, and it's just like, and Angela got her together. She's like, there's actually like 1,100 swap meets that make like $30 billion. So, while you trying to be funny, I could actually be a market to make some real money and spread my company around. And she was left with her face in her lap. And I said,
I might have to start swapping meat, because if they making that much money,
I hate.
And that's fine. But you better come swap meat with me, honey.
And if you wonder if I hate you.
Yes, you better sing, but without singing. You said that high note's not gonna come. That high note's not out of my mouth.
I'm already playing. I'm not trying to embarrass myself too much.
I love embarrassing myself, honestly.
And then she gonna tell her husband, I'm sorry, I don't think she's the right fit until she can process critique. I had to read my notes, child.
That's all right.
I'm like, excuse me, coming from the main pot meat kettle, because man, you can't take no type of critique. You falling flat on your face every time. And the fact that you love to say my family, we built it, really you ain't built too much of nothing. You just riding the coattails of the name, but I'm gonna let you make it.
But she trying to build it though. She was
but she can't.
She was gonna do it, but her daddy gooped her, and then her husband yelled at her, and that white man kissed her, and it was her daughter gay. She got too much going on.
No, even before that,
it's
she
too
still
much.
couldn't do it because the daddy had to show her. Once again, I'm like, really, this is scandal all over again. Like, you thinking you grown now, so you thinking you got one up on your daddy, and you can finally be free of him, and he had to. No, let me show you how this is really done, and I run this. Little pat. Like, no.
I'm weak, Lord. I'm weak. Damn, my lips dry, child. I done mixed me up some butter. Excuse me. I had to fix this.
So then when they get out to her car, which you already know how I feel about them. They keep going in and out where it's like we kind of hate each other, but then we have a little sister moment. Because it's just like
you gonna hate
like,
the rest of the
girl. I hate, man. I don't even know if we're gonna make it to the record. I might just call you, just cuss and just up a storm, because I can tell that I'm gonna be pissed. But she's like, I hope there's no hard feelings. She's like, why would there be hard feelings? I'm nothing to you, right? And she starts singing this hymn. I said, our ancestors would be so ashamed.
Because what? Because first of all, you flat. The ancestors were not flat. Honey, the ancestors were singing the note as God intended.
What are you doing? Like, fam? And then why you can't her car? Because even with you singing, I know she heard that.
It's metal on metal.
I said, who are y'all fooling? She had to hear that. No matter how terrible that singer was. Like, girl.
Not no matter how terrible. That's why whenever
are you singing?
Whenever I go key a car, I sing Shaka Khan, because that's a loud bitch. And you ain't gonna maybe a little Jennifer Hudson.
Ooh.
Cause this time everyone's gonna way I would absolutely key a car to some Jennifer Hudson.
Wait a minute. What was I talking about?
When she was singing and keying the car. Carrying on.
But now I'm looking at my note. Papa, he reading it again. Oh, because Raymond walked in and thought he would politely ask for his company back, and Papa folks like no. And first of all, you coming? I would never hand my company over to nobody. I would never have to ask another man for what belongs to me. So see yourself on out of here. And what he said, he was like, some with the grace of a nope, but nope. I say, y'all, I'm done. I'm done with y'all. And
Yeah,
then
he did a little black, what you call them, sorority. He was talking about a sorority. And if anybody white was watching, they had no idea what was going on. Because I barely did, because I don't fuck with sororities.
I just like the way they look. Because he said one thing about us pretty boys, we always have a sharp cane or something like that. I said, come on. I would like to see it.
I wouldn't. That stresses me out. Looking at them niggas with them canes with their tongues out. I feel like I'm in danger.
So I was gonna say, but the Noops don't do that though. You know, they the red and white. They have their cardigans with their bow ties. They real.
A nigga in a bow tie also makes me feel like I'm in danger.
They real fancy. Not gay, but like they real fancy, like pinky up. If that makes sense. I don't know.
All of it makes me uncomfortable, and I feel like I need to run. When they start doing, even the sororities, when they start ski-weeing and things, I'm like, this a war cry. I got to go. These niggas gonna start doing stuff. These are cults, honey. I can't be a part of this.
Even though I wanted to be a Delta, so anyway, we're not here for that. Because it was one point in my life, I thought I was gonna move to Atlanta and like be a part. Like God blocked it. I'm telling you. He was like, girl, you are going nowhere. You are doing none of the things. And I said, thank you, Lord.
My God, making you sedentary.
Listen. Some people it's just that.
Anyway, so
flashback. What is her name? Nana Rose. Yes. I keep forgetting the woman's name. With these flowers are still too pink.
They were pink.
They were though. I said this. What is that color? Was it like the color of my shirt?
Baby,
one of the pinks.
Your shirt is black.
No, this part right here, the pink right here. Don't do it. It was like one set was this color, and the other set was like the color of your hair, and she didn't like either one. And she's
now why am I in it?
I just because you tried me. So
I did. Can't deny it. I did.
She's like, Leah, help mommy. I said, y'all, I'd have been like, you know what? I can't do this. Even at however young she was. But I brought that up to say Papa Pope told her that mommy is broken and they will not be discussing this with anyone. Because weakness is powerlessness. And of course, we gotta have power. So you don't tell nobody about what goes on in this. What happens in this house stays in this house.
But little do they know, the person on earth with the most power is Martha Wash when she's saying, I got the power with CNC Music Company. So everybody could try, but it's really Martha Wash with the power. Oh,
I got the power.
Yes.
I just had to.
You better sing.
This is when, so last episode, I was mixing up episode 3 and episode 2 together because the way I was just letting them flow. So I was just all up in
That's why I had to go back and watch because I was like, I'm not going to be able to just talk about episode by episode because they run together for me.
Right. And so Leah shows up at Angela's door while she's fixing a wig. I'm like, how much money is going to take for you to go away? All the shit. I said, it's like,
she was not fixing that wig.
Oh,
she wasn't cutting
holding it out like this. I said,
she brought it out. She brought it out to a 90-degree angle and did not cut.
You ain't seen nothing hit the floor. I'm like, girl, what are you doing? I said, okay, yeah, y'all got it.
But you know what? When she went to visit Mama Rose and she was doing her hair, You could tell she couldn't do hair because at some point she got up to leave because Mama Rose was talking shit about her in her face, but she didn't know it. But at some point she got up to leave and Mama Rose turned her head and that little piece of twist on the side of her head was so ugly.
I said, child.
You're supposed to be a hairstylist and this what you did.
I'm like, we at the day and age where y'all can't Photoshop or make it look like she was braiding, and then somebody who actually knew how to braid came in and helped her. Like, girl, we're at the day and age where y'all could completely, like, basically slay her hair and act like she did it within 5 minutes.
If
like,
Queen Latifah could sit up in there and act like she worked in a shop, then anybody can. Period. Eve. And also, who drank her fucking apple juice? Period.
Well, we found out who drank her apple juice because he liked her. But nigga, why are you touching my juice? I put a big ass, whatever her name was. I put a big red. See, like, man, I asked y'all not to touch my shit. And what y'all do?
Touch her shit. Very, very
so when I go off on y'all, why am I in the wrong?
Because you was cussing. And it's a sign on the wall that says, don't be up in here cussing.
What you gonna do, fire me?
What you gonna do? Shoot me, pistol with me.
You know what? I'm done. And I saw a TikTok. First of all, if y'all gonna reenact scenes, at least do it right. Like, y'all be doing it right.
Show what else done, girl. Get on TikTok and show the girls.
Nah, I ain't got the wigs and things. At least I will.
You better get you a towel. Get you a towel like them boys do.
I'm not trying to be like the boys. I don't want to be like the boys.
Well, what you cut your hair for? I'm just playing.
I was gonna say, do we really want to go down the line?
Just play. We're not gonna air each other out on the internet today. Maybe tomorrow, but not today.
Man, I told my mom, I said, man, the people would think we hate each other for real. Because when we get online, we act a fool.
You know what? Even offline, we be acting a fool. So
that's true, but we know what it is. But it's like somebody just looking like, why do these people talk to each other? Like,
what is the reason? Why are they here? Why is she here?
Bad, true. Like,
back to that heifer pretending to cut that wig.
Oh, right. So Leah knocking at her. Who knocking at my door? I said exactly. Because the heifer bust in the last time, but now she know how to knock. But okay, I ain't gonna say nothing. So if she come in, you know, like, how much is it gonna take you to buy? And I'm like, girl, if you gonna act like you talking to yourself, I don't know, it was just somebody. No, this heifer.
That was so cringy. I hate. Okay, you got Black people at your fingertips, writers. If you not Black, you got Black people at your fingertips because you have cast Black people. Right. Why you don't just say, does this seem realistic? What they talk about? I know she ain't just trying to offer me a check. And then she stared for a minute and then tilted her head. It was so inauthentic. It was so inauthentic. I was like, girls.
And I'm like, you know, she feel away because she already found out that she was sold. So it's just like, no one is gonna buy or sell Angela Vine. I'm like, my good girl. My good girl. But then okay, I don't know what like psycho thriller moment y'all was having within this scene for her to slice her hand and then wipe it up with that check. And you can do a DNA test to see that I'm telling the truth. I'm just like, girl.
But the most realistic part of this entire show thus far, not just this scene, but the show, was Leah looking at that bitch like,
hey,
girl, the fuck? And she walked around her still.
Seconds. Like, them 10 to 15 seconds, I was on Leah's side because I'm looking like, I'm gonna slap the shit out that check. Like, man, if you don't back up, you're gonna love having me for a sister. I'm like, let's go. I'm sorry to keep banging on the table, but because I'm like, if I was Leah, I'd be like, nah, because you on some other shit. We got a box right now.
Because it reminded her of her mama. That reminded her of mama. Her mama with them rose pricks all up in her hand. Now she done looked at this girl and she like, this is too close to comfort. Too close to comfort. Very much. All this reminds me of mama.
She go see her daddy and
Dude.
try to have another moment. And it's just like, girl, whatever. Cause it's just like all the shit she say and just like, girl. And then she crying yet again. I'm just like, my God, why you just couldn't cuss them out and go on about your business?
Because she has other emotions. Some people have more emotions than anger.
So anyway, um, so I'm confused because it's just I don't know if he going see Papa Pope also got mental issues because it's just like as soon as he see her, all that shit he been talking about, get it done, get her handled, get her under control. Then she right in your face, you don't know the whole story about me and your mother. I'm just like, what?
Wait,
Hold on.
it's really
That's not what you said though.
it's the you look so much like Eve.
You don't get to say her name. I'm just like, you know what? Yup.
Tyler Perry, get out of here. Tyler, leave us alone.
That's what I said. He had to be in the writing room. He had to be somewhere around on set. Like, cut. No, you gotta say it like this. You don't get to say her name. It's like, man.
My mother was a whore.
Oh, you know.
Listen,
why isn't Lynn Winfield on this show?
She should be.
She should have been the grandmother because that heifer, man.
She should have been.
Never mind. That's our colors.
Oh, wait, which grandmother?
The with the wig that we was talking about. I ain't trying to boo her out of a job.
I'm trying to. I don't like that bitch. If she was Lynn Whitfield, I could understand because Lynn Whitfield is a little bit crazy, I believe. But I don't know this lady, and she get on my nerves.
Yeah. So anyway, so we see, and even with I think episode 2, you saw Papa Pope like his hands shaking uncontrollably, and I was like, "Do Papa Pope got Parkinson's?" And I was just like, And I called it correctly because he does. But I was just like, the fact that I was able to pinpoint that from the
he got the Bishop Greenleaf,
like a little pal.
He got the Bishop Greenleaf Lucius line treatment. It's very.
So Nikki and Taylor are out at the beach because I'm bypassing you.
Because I gotta say this one thing before we move on, and you can ignore this too. But there's very much this thing where we're gonna write a Black show, and we're gonna have a man of power, there, but he's going to fall ill. And what are we gonna do?
Gotta be wrong.
It's like, let this nigga just be evil. Why he got the head of shakes? Damn. Now he facing his mortality and yada yada. Girl, I don't want to get time about this. It reminds me of mama.
So yeah, anyway, Nikki is out at the beach with Taylor. They groove and they away by themselves. And once again, I am proud of Nikki because she hear these heifers on the side debating if they would have been a house or a field Negro. Mm-hmm. And what they say, definitely house. I'm like, of course. Anyway.
Or definitely field.
Oh, definitely field. Okay, I couldn't remember. I'm just like that. Anywho, so Nikki come over like, is y'all seriously doing this? Our ancestors, Black power, I'm proud to be Black. Why would you say such a thing? Who do whatever? And the girl said, new bitch, say what? And she's like, girl, I will snatch that wig straight off your head. Stop playing with me. I like to see you try. And she immediately grabbed. I said, yes, girl.
Went right for it. And I was like, she asked for it.
One thing I'm not is pussy. So you're not going to play with me. Auntie killed somebody?
Auntie did kill somebody.
And I'm trying to figure, do you think it's, or do you know? You could tell me. Is it what's the name, Daddy?
No.
It's not? Okay. I'm just like, who is this man that she randomly killed?
Darius. You don't know Darius from back in the day?
No.
He got killed, so you might not remember him. But
what, y'all was doing drugs together? Y'all was arguing?
Listen, sometimes you gotta
what did she say?
crack
She
with your
like,
partner.
It's like me and we got into. He was like, "Oh, the man you killed." I said, and he was very loud. I said, "Papa Pope,
you killed a nigga! Hey, everybody, she killed a nigga!" Like, damn, nigga, be quiet.
I'm like, man, I need her gone. Basically, he just like, I'll keep your little secret, but you got to get Angela up out of here. And she's like, I can't make Angela do nothing. That girl is hard headed,
She's
and she's
stubborn
gonna
as
be
a
here.
tick.
She did holler that part. I
She
said, why
did.
are we screaming in this car like this? What's wrong with y'all?
Everybody
Was the mic
hollering.
was the mics not working? Y'all could have came back another day till y'all got it together. I swear.
Please. Yeah, they was just hollering for no reason. Some random man rolled up on her window and was looking at her while Pope was getting in, and it was just a lot going on. She
And
was
I'm
gonna
like,
get
is
a
that not
shovel
his
at the back seat. What are we
going digging
doing?
for this person? I'm just like, even if you knew he bought up all this land, you don't specifically know where this nigga is at. So you just gonna be out here digging. Girl, you are going to jail. Even if you don't find what you're looking for, you're going to jail because you just out here digging. Like, digging for what? So when they do find the body, it's over. Like, y'all be committing crimes and don't know nothing. Like, oh my God. Like,
True. Very true. You got to know all your options before you commit this crime. You got to. Which reminds me of Nikki Daddy, who I think is so cute.
Oh, the jail nigga.
Not a hush fell over the room. I was like, dang,
No,
he ugly.
I was trying to remember what he looked like. I'm like, he got the dreads. He is a nice looking man. I gotta see him again.
You will. Don't even worry about it.
Hold on. But I nitpick over things because when he bust open that folder and wrote "Dear Mr. Franklin," I said, "Where are we going with this?"
But even before that, because that shit was weird. But before that, when Angela had went down to the jail to say, "I think it's time."
Hey, right.
Time for Nikki to meet her father, because all of this reminds me of Mama. This nigga started doing spoken word. And you know how I hate spoken word? When I went back and rewatched episode 2, I immediately, once again, skipped over. You may write me down in history.
But I said, I'm like, I love spoken words. So when the episode started, and I said, I see why people hate it. Because why are y'all doing this to me?
What was the reason? Why is your ass
personal attack?
She was getting ready to leave, and here your ass come talking about she got her foot on your neck, and America got their foot on your neck, and your neck is footed.
Push and you push and you
push. And another black man like me in the system. It's like, nigga, what the hell? You can't just say bye. It's got to be all this bullshit.
But before that, though, before we had got to that point, because it was at the, what is it called? The red and black on the green was the name of the event with the flowers. Mm-hmm. Lauren brought Mama Rose there. Mama Rose ain't got her. As soon as she saw them flowers, they still too pink. Get this shit out of here.
They were very pink. And I'm not gonna even hold Mama Rose. She be right. Like she be right. She a little wild, but she be right. Because when Angela walked up to her before, she looked at that girl and said, "The bitch came to see me." She right. Her daughter is a bitch. She right.
But now this is where I'm having a little conspiracy theory.
Ooh,
do you think? Because she said Angela said she was sold, or she found out she was sold. So do you think at one point they were swapped, and like in her quote unquote right mind, Mama Rose remembers Angela as Leah, who is really her daughter, and Leah could possibly just be Mama Eve's baby or another baby that got switched, and like she's not technically Mama's Rose daughter. Because the way she kept saying, like, Leah, come here, like, my daughter, and Leah's like, no, I'm your daughter. She's like, no, that's my daughter right
You're not
there.
my
like,
damn daughter.
Hey, I was like, hey, the way she fell over, I said, man, I ain't shit, because I can't.
Because again, with this little baby pusher, she done fell and backflipped over the table and all this shit. Like, ma'am.
But you see, she got herself together though, because when they pulled her back up, she wasn't doing all that hollering. She sat down with no problem. She was like, I said, I just bet you did. Like,
my back a little sore. I can't act. No, but that conspiracy theory is very much why you need to get back into writing. immediately because that shit is good.
I was just like, I keep harping on that because I'm just like, even when she did call her a bitch, it's just like it's something clicking in her mind. That's why she in there. That's what I'm
She know
saying.
too
This
much.
show is really scandal. Like the way Papa Pope had Mama Pope buried on the ground, and she just popped back up. Like she knew too much,
Like the
and he was trying to
weasel,
get rid of,
honey. It's like, damn.
trying to get rid of her, and she's like, I'm telling what I know,
And I am telling you.
and it's like Lauren, ain't y'all only like 17?
That's what I'm saying.
How were you able to sign her out and get her there?
All this shit don't make sense. I guess she just threw the name out there. I'm a Franklin-Dupont,
Right.
and let me have my grandmother. But
You know
what I
what?
don't
My father
understand,
to hear about this.
you can tell that grandmother is not right most of the time. So why she thought she was gonna carry her grandmother to this rose ceremony, she was gonna be fine, was beyond
And
me.
just have her in there. I'm like, madam, what are we talking about here?
What are you doing?
I'm sorry. Like, girl, yeah, you sorry. Because you ain't grown folks' business and you ain't got no reason being there.
But she was inquisitive. She ain't know shit about her grandmama. So
Girl, you got a girlfriend you need to be worried about. Worried about that.
yeah, I would be.
First of all, and then you want to talk about family drama. Let's get into this right quick. Because Taylor, you fine, but you trifling. Because you know they cousins. And you out here kissing one, making it official with one, and then you turn around and kiss the other. Like, girl, you trifling. And you know you trifling. That's why I feel like you got an ulterior motive. Because the way you hid your phone in that girl purse, what you doing? What you up to?
What you doing? What you doing? What you doing? Because what is going on? Now, I'm not going to lie to you and say that if I was Nikki, I would not kiss that bitch because I would.
Nikki trying to fight it though. She trying so hard.
She's trying, but she ain't winning. But especially
Hey,
if my cousin.
I was like, girl, this is not Wakanda. Hey, auntie. Like, no, you know you doing. That's how you know you doing wrong. Hey, cuz. Like, girl, you ain't called that girl a cousin since you got here. That ain't your family.
But she didn't know it first.
Girl, boo.
It's only been like 2 weeks.
Right when you just like a nigga who ain't shit. Right when you leaned in to kiss her, then you see her right there. Hey, cuz, like, nah, don't try to remind us that we family now. You should remember that we family. But you kissed my bitch. And you kissed her anyway.
But that's the thing though. Like they blood related, but they not family. Like they first of all just met. Second of all, Lauren been rude to Nikki since the beginning.
And you know what? As soon as you said that, I'm like, girl, you did try to blame me or bring me into pushing that heifer off the boat, and I want to know where. Matter of fact, kiss her, Nikki. I don't care. Go ahead.
Eat her out, child.
She tried to send you to jail, and you ain't did nothing. You know what? Fuck it. Take her, girl. Take her, girl.
Take every girl she ever have.
I'm telling you.
Every time she get a new bitch, pop up. Hey, cuz.
Take her, right. All right. Well, remember you tried to send me to jail? Thanks for the new girlfriend, because I'm taking her.
Period.
Where we at?
I don't know.
Oh, yeah. So Angela shows up to this event with the braided wig, and
I'm listening.
It was terrible. It was terrible. Because the way the bang, first of all, there were bangs.
That's problem number one. Now, the girl's gonna get mad at me. A lot of y'all gonna be real mad at me, but it must be said. Bangs are ugly, but braided bangs are a different kind of ugly.
Catastrophe.
And locked bangs are the same as braided bangs.
You had to sit down and not only braid the hair, but then you cut these braids into bangs.
And you know she can't cut nothing but her hand. And how she be having these intricate hairstyles in like 2 hours? I got a party to go to in 15 minutes, and then she show up with 4 locks in the back, a press in the front, and in the middle she got locks, like real locks. Like, what is going on?
Make it make sense.
It don't.
And so I made a great point here. I said, how are you trying to blame someone else when you're the one who yelled out the family tea? Because truly, it's like they finally got her mama into the chair, and because mama told her one last time, "You're not my damn daughter. I am your damn daughter."
I
what is
am your damn daughter.
That's your bastard child or something like that. And it's just like, daddy had an affair. It's just like,
In
y'all
front
out
the
in the
company.
open. You the one yelling this out. So when
And
y'all
that's the
finally get
thing.
behind doors, you want to yell at the daddy like, this is all your fault. He's like, no, you the one who couldn't get your emotions under control. Like, if you want to be upset behind closed doors. You done told everybody our business, and then you want to blame it on me. Like, girl, no.
It's crazy. But
I've
what's
been told you
really
to get this under
crazy,
control.
it doesn't make sense to me that she was raised in wealth and luxury. And she would just make that mistake. Because one thing about me, how I was raised, I would never have done that. I was raised in front of people like she was.
Mm-hmm.
It would have never slipped out of my mouth ever.
Right.
It might now because I'm, rebellious, but just
And I
for
feel
it
like
to,
that's what it is. She's trying to be rebellious, but then when she like the consequences of her actions like finally settle in, she try to backtrack. And it's like, it don't work like that, girl. You don't let it out there, so now it's out there. Even though Angela came in the cut and like worked her way up in there, and I'm proud of you, girl. But before we get there, what was I going to say? Because when she was she was at the door listening to her kids talk. Because once again, I'm very much the brother. He's like, girl, I've been,
I'm
cool
surprised
for
the
you.
brother wasn't in on it because you was hanging out with them too. You ain't see nothing.
Right. Everybody trying to act like it was so
It
oblivious
was a
and they just didn't know
surprise.
nothing. It's just like, yeah, right.
It's two red bones kissing in the backseat, and y'all surprised that these bitches gay.
But anyway, so after she said, my point is when they go sit down on the bed together, she makes a statement about how love or affection can be turned on and off, and she had to learn real quickly that there was no place for emotions. So if you were taught that from childhood to adulthood, there's no way you made a big ass mistake like the one that you made. Like,
not on accident. It had to be on purpose.
On purpose. Like, so like
I
you said,
am your damn daughter.
that was so funny. And then once again, I'm like, Mama clicked in. And she was like, so why is she here? To embarrass me? Like, she's thinking back to all them days. But I honestly think like it was a switch something and everything just got discombobulated. So now they just grew up the way that they have grown up, and it is what it is.
I would like to
But I
see
think
it.
Angela is supposed to be Leah. She's supposed to be. And I'm like, every time Leah be trying to step on her neck, I'm like, girl, that really ain't your birthright the way you think it is. I just don't.
Not step on her neck like that spoken word down to the jail.
See, I had it request. It came back up.
In and out of time.
Please stop.
That's what he was giving at the jail.
Because it's not what she says. Not that I don't like you. I'm ashamed of you. Like, girl,
like that's not your daughter.
Exactly.
She's not your damn daughter.
I think I skipped over something.
I'm not sure. I remember. Well, the security system. I don't think we talked about because that's what I see here on my notes with Tyreek putting in the security system that what's his face? What's the daddy? Papa Pope is able to look at.
Mm-hmm.
That was weird.
I did. Real quick, can I just put this in here?
Yeah.
After the auntie kills somebody, so we get this scene of Nikki coming back from that party after she was talking with Taylor, and once again, my real quick to the real quick, real quick. This little vape she handed her for her to get high. The way y'all be trying to, I don't know, just make drugs seem like it's a bad thing, like weed and vape, like kill it. It's like, so not only is she gay, but she's smoking drugs too. Like, Lord, she's just going straight to this. But anyway, she comes in the house and Angela is like, girl, I'm like, how can you tell that from the gate? You can't.
Like, I mean, she did look a little linked.
A little bit, but not to where it's just automatic. Like, are you like, how do you know? You telling on yourself, you know a little something. Leave me alone. But she's like, girl, it ain't even all of what you trying to make it out to be. But anyway,
it reminded her of Mama.
And so, speaking of Mama, because that was Nikki's problem. She's like, I miss Mama Eve. And because Angela took her phone, and so she was taking the phone and then deleting her social media for a week. And somehow the video is right there.
Just right. The camera roll open.
What's this? Please don't play that. Like, girl, of course, when you tell somebody, please don't do it. Click? Like, what the fuck is
the
that?
hell? We ain't got no secrets in this motherfucker. You 17. The hell?
So when she watched the video and see once again that good ass fight, that because them punches was hard. Like her jaw should have been broke by the end of that fight because the way she just kept hitting in that same spot. Anywho, but she's like, in the video you can hear the girl saying something about a skillet. And she was like, "Is this why you got into the fight?
You look like a skillet that need grease."
I said, y'all could have kept this. Y'all could have kept it.
It was funny to me.
It was funny, but it was so stupid.
And I don't mean to sound like a light-skinned bitch being rude to a dark-skinned bitch. That was just funny to me.
No, okay. I get what you said, but I'm just like, no. But my whole point in bringing this up, and she was like, no, is the girl said that about Mama Eve's dark skin. And I said,
where is it?
Pause the motherfucking show.
Where is it?
I had to go back and look at Mommy. I said dark skin.
Where is it? Where's the dark skin? Where is it?
I'm like, if you want to be for real, it ain't, besides Lance, it ain't one dark skinned person on it. Y'all are brown, a beautiful brown.
Well, Leah's dark skinned. And Morris chestnut skinned. Raymond, he dark skinned too. But in the Vaughn family, ain't nobody deeper than peanut butter.
Okay, but okay, I can see, yes.
Because like, what the fuck? She said, talking about her dark skin because she showed up to the parent teacher meeting one day and they saw her and she was black. Where the fuck was it that night?
And the girl she was fighting, was her skin tone not darker than hers? I'm like, how you calling somebody grandma's skin? It don't make sense.
It doesn't.
Y'all, like, it don't make sense. I was so annoyed, but I'm sorry. Yeah, security system. That's why I said I knew that nigga was doing her dirty. He had to be doing her dirty because they was getting along too chummy. And then I see this video, so she's not gonna be able to know that I could see. I said, "You dirty dog ass nigga."
I am so like I'm anti Alexa, Siri, all that bullshit because I don't want nobody all in my business. Right. If I came home and my nigga or about to be nigga or maybe nigga was in my house putting in a security system, I would be like, nigga, is this so you can watch me in your free time?
Right.
Like, what the fuck?
Oh, excuse me.
You let it out.
I'm like, how you? Sorry, but I was just like, how you just? And then for you to just pop up again, talk about it was a recall, nigga. How do you keep getting in here freely?
Everybody just walk in,
putting shit up, taking it down when you feel like it.
Everybody just tiptoes right on in. I do want to step back to the beach scene and say Taylor ass was dancing like she ain't never been in a couple in her life. My sister, lady, you don't look like you got cancer at all. That bitch was dancing and looking cute and fine. She ain't had no band-aid on her forehead or nothing. She just looked good. Like what coma?
True.
And that's another thing where it's like that don't make no sense.
I'm recording. Thanks.
Listen, they're trying to feed you. Be grateful.
I am. Don't do that. But
I tried to get an attitude.
I told people what we was doing.
But the pizza's here. And that's more important than whatever bullshit we doing right here.
I get, parents love that. Like, ooh, y'all just do so wrong. But anyway, now what was I gonna say? Oh, she admits that I was gonna call Taylor that Lauren did not actually push her.
Yep.
She was like, girl, I was drunk. I really don't know what happened, but I know she couldn't have pushed me. So I was like, girl,
you had the way the boat was set up, you would have had to jump up on the rail to get pushed over. Like the center of gravity, that girl is tall. Like Lauren would have had to reach up under her feet and hoist her over I'm not understanding.
And the way she yelled, like as soon as she flipped over, it's like, girl, you know your boo didn't push you. Don't do that.
It's acrimony. Tyler Perry is in the room. He's here. When two
I
or
want
three
him
niggas
out.
gather together, Tyler Perry's in
I
the
want him
mix.
out. Get out.
Get out right now. It's the end of you and me. It was
If
a
you
little
don't
flat.
want to get shot, get the fuck out. That's the end of Players Club.
I've never seen Players Club because I wasn't allowed. No, we were saved.
I'm so sorry. That's my movie. Yeah,
I
I,
mean,
was gonna get the quote shit. Let me not.
right.
We still gotta talk about this. Oh, so yeah, also at the Red and Black on the Green party, they get up as a family back in front of the people and say, we recently found out that I had a sister, so welcome my sister. And the sister is like, Angela is the sister. She like,
Said.
yeah.
I would like to thank the family for embracing me as a nigga, and also they have respected me as a businesswoman, and I'll be in the function. Thank you so much.
And they all looked like, girl, y'all should never let her get on the mic.
They didn't know. She just stepped up there all on her own.
You shouldn't let it get close. Like, we gonna say that we all together, but you keep your ass back there. Don't come up here. Y'all
And when she started talking, what was so weird to me was when she started talking, Lauren started to like storm off the stage, and it's like, you ain't even got no beef with this man. You ain't even got no beef with your auntie. She supports you in your homosexuality. You should love her. Go over there and be gay. Which she does in a little while. All outside this lady house being dykes. Go inside. Go to your home and lesbianize.
I was scared, but I'm ready to be official. I said, but this little get up, I like the little bucket hat and the dress. I said, yeah, you need this with a look. Yeah, girl.
That was very cute. I guess we into episode 4 now, huh?
Yes.
Because that's when the spoken word happened.
Child, right at the beginning. I said, sir. And then we are introduced to Uncle Tizzy.
Alex Newell.
Who was great.
Fantastic. And very much like Raven Goodwin gets cast in roles that are much older than necessary. Because
I said Uncle Tizzy. I said, who's Uncle?
Because this is a child. I don't think Alex is even 30.
Yeah, I'm like, who's Uncle? Because Uncle Tizzy. I said, girl, no. No.
Because Angela is supposed to be like 37 and her sister's supposed to be like 39. Mm-hmm. But apparently Angela and Tizzy used to run around in diapers together. And Alex Newell is 29 years old. So it's just not coming together. They keep aging these bitches 10 years older than needed to be. And I don't like it because they chubby and black.
True.
I don't like that. Yeah. But yes, Tizzy has arrived in all their glory.
Mom, I heard you.
Let them feed you. Go get you a slice. I can keep it running.
Okay, please, because they got the.
They see you wasting away, girl. You're too thin. You got to get you some of this pizza.
See, and that's my problem now. So I was literally finna, instead of putting I'm recording, I was gonna put I'm wasting away. Leave me alone.
You should. Send that to your mama.
No.
Send it. I would like to see it. Also, tell her I say hey. But yeah, I'm gonna take it away. Go ahead and get your pizza.
Right.
So anyway, child, Alex Newell plays Uncle Tizzy. He arrives. I think he was going by he, child. I'm unfamiliar with Uncle Tizzy's pronouns.
Uncle Tizzy.
But listen, so is what's his name from the Pank? What's his name? I don't remember. Anyway, Uncle Clifford. Anywho, but yeah, so Tizzy is here in all this grandiosity, wearing a sparkly outfit, honey, with a Mary J. Blige blonde piece over to the side, and it's just not coming together for me. Like it's just like you gay, yes, but why is you wearing this 2010 shaved on the side look? Like
Thank you.
It didn't bless me. It did not bless me. But Tizzy is here and immediately orders a drink, and for some reason, 17-year-old Nikki goes and gets this drink. And I'm like, no. Again, y'all letting these 17-year-olds be too loose with this liquor. Because how she know how to make this drink? And she made it instantaneously. Got on my nerves. It did. And so Nikki is like, I'm gonna take the couch, you take the bed, blah blah blah.
Which I don't know no 17-year-old that's just freely offering up their bed like that. I'm sorry.
But that's Uncle Tizzy.
My bed though. My bed comfortable.
My bed.
Hell,
Tyler Perry's in the midst. I told you when 2 or 3 niggas get together, Tyler Perry is in the midst. That's the Bible.
Just like I don't.
My bed. So anyway, yes, Tizzy is here and talking about back in the day and how long she's wanted to have this grand opening, and she's fulfilling her dreams and all the stuff that we keep hearing every episode. Tizzy reiterates.
Right. But Angela, I just have a quick question, girl. Why you let Leah rope you into saying something about it's my turn, like I'm ready to make money, or it's my turn to make money, or all that type of stuff? It's like, girl, you had to know that she was on some slide shit.
But it is her turn to make whatever she said was not incorrect. Like it is her turn to make money. She has worked hard. She would like to reap the benefits of her work. So for them to be like, she canceled after saying, I would like to be paid for the things I do. That's crazy to me.
But you know, that's not the way they framed it though. Because when she said, you know, why are you here? And it's like, basically, it's your turn to share the Franklin fortune. And I'm ready to, like, it's my turn, like, move over. Oh, but I thought you were here for Black women and Black hair. And I was like, I was. And I just feel like the only thing you should have said was, I am. That's why I'm recording these videos asking these Black women about their Black hair instances and stories that they have to tell. And you stormed in here interrupting that because she had that on camera as well. I don't understand why she didn't show that footage of her interrupting Judge Court Lady interview with her telling that she took over the people's job, rocking her locks. It's just like, Angela, you don't play fair. I mean, you don't play right, excuse me, is what I was trying to say.
Is it Angela or Leah?
No, Angela.
Angela don't play fair?
She don't play right, is what I meant to say.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm like, soon as Leah released that video, she should have came back with an edited version of her storming, you know, like all of what I just said, storming in on that lady's interview. Like, what the hell are you doing? It's just like, I can't ask Black people about their hair experiences. That's what I'm doing.
All this in this office building, child, be wearing me out. Why y'all couldn't go down to the salon for this? But anyway.
At that same table.
That same damn table. Where you know Leah finna bust up in here, storming the kingdom like she should, because she's a sickening bitch. And I love her.
Man, please.
Listen, please. I love her. But yeah, I don't know why Angela didn't release the footage. I don't know if she pressed stop as the is it a big piece of mozzarella?
I'm better.
Ooh, girl. I'm gonna let you have your moment. At least it was craft brand, honey, and wouldn't, you know, equate or equal, whatever Walmart called it. Anyway.
Never.
Yeah, it just didn't make sense. I assumed that she just hit pause as soon as the video got interrupted or stopped.
I'd have kept on. Because I'm like, what are you doing?
Even if she had the video, she wouldn't show it because, you know, Mama Eve taught me better than that. Because my mama taught me better than that. I knew where you were, and I picked it up for you because you had something going on over there.
Thank you.
I'm here for you. But yeah, it didn't. None of that made sense to me. Why she would be doing this at the office where the lady is lurking didn't make sense. And if she has the footage, she's not gonna put it out. I would, since we playing, you know, we playing dirty.
Now, in this one instance, I'm telling. Any other time, I'm keeping my mouth closed. But I'm tough. But you're not gonna try me.
We got a snitch in the house.
No, oh no.
Ooh.
And not you yelling, just like the IT and Papa Pope.
When you killed that man.
You yelling at the
when
wrong
you
time.
killed him. But yeah, so Tyreek back taking down these cameras, child, because he done had a change of heart. Well, he had a change of vagina because he slept with that girl.
I'm dead.
Because I don't know if it's his heart or if it's his other parts. But yeah, like you said earlier, he was talking about there was a recall on the cameras and took them down.
I've been looking at him sideways. I'm like, what's really going on? Because what you saying ain't making no lick of sense.
I've been looking at him sideways from the moment he came in my house and started putting up security cameras. Ain't nobody told him to do that. Bitch, why is you in here putting these cameras in here? Is you looking at me is what I need to know. Where else you put cameras? Something.
When she said, how much this gonna cost me? And basically he said, I'd be like, nope, take it down.
But she was still, she was stigmatized at that moment. Listen, it could have been me. We talking about taking down the cameras. And then I think it goes to the scene where Nikki and Taylor are standing outside talking and they about to do the kiss thing that we talked about. And for some reason, Lauren showed up and Nikki went inside the house. The way I would have just stood to the side, let y'all have your conversation, but I'm not going in the house, bitch. This my house. This my yard. I want to be outside frolicking in the nature. Your ass ain't gonna make me go inside. So anyway, Lauren.
She knew she was wrong. That's why she went in the house. I
don't give a fuck. I can be as wrong as humanly possible.
Speaking of her personal,
I am.
But no, she knew she was wrong. I'm more like the hey cook. I would have peeped. I'm like, no, what the hell was y'all just doing? And then for your stipulation for us to be together, that I have to be nicer to her. Why do you give a fuck about this bitch?
Because she's dope.
Hey, all that shoulder shrug, I'm like, man, make me bop your ass up out here. You thought we was fighting on that yacht. You thought we was fighting on that yacht. I will beat your ass out here.
And that's why I would have been sitting outside on the patio furniture looking. Because I want to see what's going to go on. I'm messy. Period. But then Lauren talking about let's be official, and Taylor like, yeah, but you got to be nice to Lauren. I mean to Nikki and whatever. And then they talk about we got some making up to do and start making out a need for yard. The way I would have come out with a water spraying mechanism, get y'all horny asses off my lawn.
That's the water hole.
Because who told y'all? First of all, you don't even like me, niece. You just over here. Second of all, this bitch was just finna kiss my daughter. Now she finna kiss you. Everybody getting out of here.
I'm dead.
I'm releasing. I will adopt a dog just to release it. On y'all niggas. Go to my neighbor's house. Can I borrow your dog for 15 minutes? I need to chase some niggers.
I'll be like, what you trying to do? I don't know.
My neighbors really
ain't gonna put my dog down because you want some bull.
My neighbors know I be on shit.
I'm like, hell no, not my baby.
I be outside in my drawers just acting a fool. Anyway. But I wear long drawers, so it's okay. It's fine.
Okay.
I'm not going out in a panty. Panty is for the inside. A boxer is for the mailbox and such which. Anyway, we find out that Nikki don't want to be the face of it reminds me of mama.com.
At the last minute, oh my God, why you do your mama like that?
Because Nikki be on some bullshit. Them teenagers be on some bullshit. And I can't act like I also didn't used to be on some bullshit because I did. very much did. But these young people, it's like, damn, y'all, you wait till the night before the function to have this temper tantrum. But you know, her mama want her to be the best her she can be. So, and she want her to stop smoking weed.
No, she need weed. We need to calm her down. Maybe
everybody in the house except Aunt, what's her name? Aunt Piggy. Everybody else need weed. Everybody. Actually, let's go on.
Never mentioned she pulled a gun out on Papa Pope
immediately.
Because
it wasn't no fumbling. It wasn't no, let me try to find a bullet. She said, clack.
Right.
I said, that's right.
Because it's like, yes, you just walking in this. Once again, y'all just walking through the door.
Yeah, and it's nighttime now. Business hours are over.
Yes.
Why is you in here?
I'm like, I didn't know who that was.
Jocelyn Hernandez. Oh, why is you here? Period. Because why was he there at that hour? Like, he had to imagine that everybody in the house was asleep because Nikki was asleep and Yangela was asleep.
Right. You know, ain't no rest for the wicked. That's when they do their best work, child.
But why he didn't assume that Piggy wasn't gonna be asleep?
Because she killed somebody. She was up too. She
But
like, I know you up.
What if she was asleep though? What was he gonna do in there?
I'll probably just shake her, like, get up. I need to talk to you.
Excuse me. Hi, good morning. Yes. About the criminal activity. That's the same bullshit I would be on. I ain't even gonna lie. I would be at folk house like, good morning. Would you like some breakfast? I'm gonna kill you.
In my house, right? In my house, do I want breakfast? I'm like, you know what? See, I'm terrible. Like, I'm like, I would like a meal before I go. What do you need?
You know, something. Don't make it too heavy because I don't want to get to, I don't want to get to glory with a full stomach. Because they're gonna have a buffet as well.
We are terrible.
We are not well.
Raymond and Leah, they real close to divorce, child. Because Raymond, he's sick of shit. He tells the therapist, she chooses her daddy over me every time, and I'm sick of it. She will always choose him over me.
Which is something I feel like should have been known a long time. They should have broke up a long time ago if that's the problem. Because she's been riding for her daddy for 40 years.
True.
Y'all been married probably like 20. So half of y'all life, you've been able to see that she riding for her daddy. Go break up with her. But he can't break up with her.
Because of his business. And that's what she said too. She was like, I feel like this relationship is dependent on your company. So, you know, like, what are we doing?
Period. And she's
right.
Because
one thing you got to remember, one monkey don't stop no show. This Franklin train is going to keep on moving, rolling. I forgot the word. But it's going to keep on going without you. So.
I'll never keep on burning. And we're rolling on the river. Oh yes.
Now you know.
It all comes either it comes back to Selena Johnson or it comes back to what's love got to do with it. Anything we talk about, period.
True.
And Selena Johnson should have sang the theme song. So anyway, we see Nikki Daddy down to the jail writing this Dear Mr. Franklin letter.
Which I do not understand. And why is that all he wrote?
I mean,
because the way now this book is broken, so don't y'all talk about it. But the way he bust open that and just, Dear Mr. Franklin, and that's it. Like, it's like, sir, where's the rest of the letter?
We are left to assume.
Passionate. Yeah.
We are left to assume what was written.
What are we assuming? What is he writing?
He's writing a letter to Mr. Franklin.
To say what?
A letter.
And how do he know Mr. Frank?
Because he looked, you ain't see he had a cell phone and that it showed that his baby mama was a Franklin.
Well, I thought that, I'm like, man, you was in jail about everything.
True. He saw that and he found out his son was a Cartwright. So he had to write a letter.
So Papa Pope and Leah are having this, was it a dinner, like a meeting, where they're trying to get things moving for the stadium that he's building?
I do not
But
give a fuck
basically,
about that stadium.
I was like, where are we going with this?
I don't care at all about this stadium. At all.
But it's the fact that that white man, and I want y'all, I'm done with the gay statements that they're trying to make in TV shows, and I'm done with the black ones too. Because for this man to say, he made the most money out of all of us, so I guess Black lives do matter, I was ready to like break my TV. I'm like, I'm so tired of y'all. Yeah. And it's not even just anger at y'all disrespecting Black people. It's just like, we tired of this. Like, do something else.
That's my point. My point has always been, we watch TV to escape reality. And what really like fucked me up the most about watching TV was that episode of Scandal where they recreated Trayvon Martin's case. And I'm like, what if Trayvon's mom, what if Scandal is her favorite show? Exactly. And she turned it on to try to get a little reprieve from what's going on in her life. And this is what she sees.
Or, if y'all do shit like that, at least reach out to the family. Like, it's an upcoming episode. Something. Later on down the line, maybe skip that.
Or just don't fucking make it, because we don't want to see it either.
Oh, that's true too. I was like, yeah, because that's definitely on the whole point that we make it. Like, we're tired. We are so fucking tired.
But even more than thinking about just us being tired, we have to think about there are people who have gone through this or are going through this that have to be so much more tired than we are.
Right.
Anyway. Yeah. I didn't mean to make a statement, but that's my statement. Thank you for listening.
True. And I'm just going to add on to that because my statement will always be still nigga. Jay-Z said, people have said it before him, but in that song, it's just like, no matter what you do, how much money you get, how much you achieve, like how much smarter we are than them, how much better we are at things than them, still nigga. And they have the power above us, as sad as that is. So it's just like, you could be the best person in the world. They still don't look at you as a nigga.
I'm not Black, I'm OJ.
Okay.
That's my favorite Jay-Z lyric ever. Right. Like, I don't know why, because most of it ain't even his lyric. But
right, because I'm like, that's literally a quote from OJ. I'm not Black, I'm OJ.
But the okay just sends me.
Okay.
He's like, I'm sick of this nigga.
In the video, like when he's sipping that, he's like, okay.
Like, whatever, that's your business. I'm a nigga though. True. So anywho, what is this? This says Ray linking up with the best man heifer, and I don't know what the fuck I was talking about there.
Oh, so we all the way at the end. But before we do that,
okay,
because I want to go back to, I think it was like right after the video had posted, Angela shows up to Leah's house like, why are you trying to tear me down? You had the family back in all your life. Like, basically, you were raised privileged. I'm doing this all on my own. Like, y'all haven't put forth any money into my company. Like, y'all have nothing to do with this. I've done everything so far. And you still trying to, once again, step on my neck and, like, take this from me. And I don't get why. And she tells her, like, you were basically calling her a mistake, saying, and you're the reason for sending my already fragile mother into the state that she was. I'm like, so you're blaming her, like y'all were both kids at the time, and you're blaming her for
being born
thing that the adults did. I'm like, you're not ashamed of your daddy. You're not ashamed of your mama. And I'm just like, even her mama, like but it goes back to that book that I was telling you about. It goes back to that because that was the whole thing. Like them two sisters, the bigger one, she didn't have no animosity towards her. It was all about the skinny, quote unquote, pretty one having all the issues and basically like, you ruined my life. Like, girl, I'm 2 years younger than you. I didn't know nothing about you. This ain't my fault. Like, why do you have all this animosity for me when I'm just as innocent in this situation as you are? And once again, Angela said something and she left looking stupid again.
It reminded her of Mama. Anytime that girl, anytime her face cracked, I'm just gonna say it reminds her of Mama.
It does. And so I'm laughing at myself because I tweeted tears again because it's just like she did walk away with like tears in her eyes and streaming. Like,
because it reminded her of Mama.
Anyway, so Papa Pope and Leah meet with that one white man again, and he's in renegotiations for I think, what is it, food or something like that inside his stadium. And he's like, actually, Raymond's cup, what is it called? Dermot? Whatever it is. Like,
mixed up with whatever that white man name is.
Right. So he's like, basically, this company is going to outbid you. And he slaps some cups on the table. And it's like, you going to see my company name all up in your sky boxes and all that type of shit. So either way it go, you're going to be dealing with me. And they dismiss him. And he looked at him like, niggas. That's how he walked out the door. You could tell he was calling them niggas in his head.
Sometimes you gotta walk out the door and call niggas in your head.
Like, man, y'all really did that to me. Excuse me. And this is when he tells Leah that he has Parkinson's and that he is not going to go away quietly. He is not going to let this disease define him and, take over him. He's going to go out with dignity and pride. Like, sir.
But you could go out with dignity quietly. You ain't got to be ruffling all these motherfuckers. This reminds me of a relative of mine.
Oh, I thought you was about to say this remind you of Mom. And I was going to say, you know what? Y'all have a good night.
It does remind me of Mama. But it also reminds me of one of my relatives who is facing mortality because they have lived longer than anybody else on earth. And they cutting the hell up at any chance they get. Cutting up. Making sure it's Mama. I've been remound. Making sure and I'm gonna stick beside what I said, remound, period. That they don't give a fuck about you and whatever you do, and when I die, you on your own and fuck you. So I identify. And it reminds me of Mama.
Anyway. Yeah. So what was your last note again?
Ray linking up with the best man heifer.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck that means.
Because it's the light-skinned heifer from the Best Man and the Best Man Holiday.
That's it.
I said, what is this mashup that y'all got going on? Because I was like, why would he ever be married to her? I'm like,
because love.
No. He didn't even like her and I was like, that's that movie. That ain't got nothing to do with this. But I'm your ex-wife. I was like, ex-wife.
$40.
But he trying to get dirt on Papa Pope because he swear he gonna destroy him and take him down. I'm like, your wife just tried to do the same thing and look what happened. I wish I would leave Papa
and you
Pope
was hollering at her. So why
the fuck? That's why he said he not going out quietly, because it's like, y'all keep trying me, so I gotta show y'all to my last dying day, shaking it off. I run this. And no disrespect, I meant that with all love, but it's just like, I'm going out like this, saying this my shit, and y'all can't take it from me.
This my shit. Bow down, bitches.
Hey,
all right,
just like that.
You better shake them shoulders.
All right, because that's all I got.
But yeah, so apparently the heifer from the Best Man linking up with the nigga from the Best Man. So anyway,
but then this time he fall out crying on the ground. Hey, why he do him like that? Why he do us like that? Because the way he fell out there, how could he do it? But the way he broke down at that grave, like I said, yeah.
Sometimes you just do. Sometimes you just do. Oh, we ain't talking about the function. Did we get to the function? The opening night for the
no.
thing? Because I was
Right.
finna wrap this on up, but we missed the
Hey, because
whole.
I'm like, we have been here for almost 2 hours,
We
but
had.
I can do it real quickly. So, Uncle Tippy went to talk to Nikki and was like, you know what, you need to help your mama out and actually be on the cover of her bottles or whatever, be the new face, whoop de whoop. So she agrees and comes out at the function with a beautiful. I love that hairstyle. She did
It
look
was
good. Like
gorgeous.
for anybody who's ever been bullied or talked about and going through the social media phase, I'm here for y'all. We're gonna rise up together with Black Power.
To all my people in the struggle. Thank God for God. That's what she said.
You just
be encouraged, boo. That's what she said.
And I'm dead. Angela was looking for a big turnout, but after that video came out, nobody really showed up except for a few people. And Leah still showed up. I was like, man, I'd have fought her. Because it's like,
But
now
she
really,
had. You
why is
remember?
you here?
She was
No,
coming for the presentation.
ain't no presentation.
It
You
was
knew it wasn't
supposed
gonna
to
be no
be.
presentation. She ruined it, and she knew it.
But the thing is, she was expecting the presentation, so she showed up in case there was a presentation.
That's why her wig was terrible. You could tell the way it was sitting on her. Never mind.
It was a little, just slightly askew, but that's not. I'm still riding with my bitch.
I
Period.
just bet you is, even when she don't make no sense.
Because I'm illogical anyway, so I'm gonna ride with the illogical bitches because I'm illogical.
We 4 episodes in and she ain't made sense not once.
And she won't. So there. I'm still riding with her because that's my bitch.
Okay, so that's it.
There were drag queens, but someone doesn't want to speak on them. But I do it. The drag queens were there, and they danced, and one of them did a little death drop, child, and that was it. We didn't recognize any of them. I don't think. I didn't see Shangela. I didn't see any of the RuPaul's drag girls that pop up from time to time. Alex Newell looked great.
Let's discuss it. Because why were they there?
Because Debbie Morgan and Piggy said it's time to get the pretty committee. So the pretty committee came through. Period. To pump up the party.
Why they just couldn't come in like with a beautiful hairstyle and a beat saying, Angela did my hair?
Because Angela did not do their hair.
I'm saying though, but that's the whole point. The point is for the hair. So it's just like all these death drops and yeses and I ain't doing it correctly, my bad.
And you will be getting a fine from the Let God Be True Quickly community. They got your address. It's in the mail.
I'm telling you, and I'm so sorry. I'm just gonna apologize now.
But the thing is, like, when you go to a launch party or anything like that, you're gonna see stuff that doesn't pertain to the actual product or the app or the whatever, the album release or anything like that. Because it's gonna be Siegfried and Roy and some tigers shaking their asses.
I was friends with a star. I don't know nothing about that.
Don't do this.
Did I lie?
You did.
I did.
You did lie.
I'm friends with a star. But I ain't never been. I don't know nothing about it.
You're going to see entertainment that doesn't have anything to do with the hair care line. If you go to the main choices function, they gonna have elephants and a bitch flying from the ceiling just because you want to have a fun factor there. And that's what these
I give you Paris.
Period.
In spring.
Because what did them lynched angels have to do with in and out of time? What did they have to do?
Every.
What was the reason?
They have a harp up. I said, man, y'all playing.
Right in our faces. Yeah. And that's what these drag queens were. They were the entertainment. For you to say, wow, look at this, a function. I'm surprised Alex Newell didn't sing. Because
I was there, but I didn't say wow.
Well, that's your business. We are on our way to the Wiz to find you a heart.
Oh, we still ain't did it.
We still haven't. But we're gonna find you a heart regardless. We're not gonna find me a brain because there's not one out there for me. But you
That's the
can have
whole
tragic point.
That was the thing. I love that song, and I never get it right.
What would I
What
do?
would you do?
Oh yes, that's the best song on the soundtrack. Period.
It really was. Because it's just like the way they pop up. What? I'm like, yes, flowers.
And Michael Jackson looking like, girl, who the hell?
Hey,
What is going on up here?
sir, you were just singing "You Can't Win." Get with the program and just.
He was a fully functioning person crow. These are pictures on the wall. Anyway,
I gotta sing that thing again. Yes, sing it, Michael. And that's the way he got into it, because the way that head was, you can't. I say, sir, sing it.
Oh yeah, he was singing from the bottom of his feet, honey. He was singing down. But yeah, the drag queens were there. They apparently made it where everybody stopped being mad at Angela because drag queens were there. And what's her name? Nikki came through and said, I am the face of Eve's crown because all this reminds me of Mama. And they did a little hug. Everybody started dancing, and even Lauren and her mama was dancing. Lauren and Leah kind of did a little dance moment. And in the background, I was looking at Taylor because that bitch fine. And then for some reason, because Taylor and Lauren came together, for some reason, Taylor got some cupcakes and was waiting for Nikki to come get the cup. And I'm like, who is you going with? And why is it not me? These are the questions.
I said, see, but they just had to bring in gayness, because you know the lesbians be having triangles everywhere.
But no, because if you try my angle, I'm gonna beat your ass very easily. But you know what? I like it because it is not very common on television that we see lesbians and gays hanging out. Mm-hmm. Like that's a newer thing that we're starting to see. Mm-hmm. And that's the truth, honey, because gays and lesbians are sisters in the struggle and hang out constantly. Queers in general just hang out together. That's why I'm looking at your ass right now. So it's like all we see on TV mostly when we're seeing gays or lesbians is them in relationships. And I would rather see them just having a good time.
Right.
Like these drag queens were. Death dropping and such which.
Okay. Okay. I'll leave it.
You don't have to like it.
We have been here for 2 hours.
It's been a while.
It's been a long, long, long time. Seems like I get you off of my mind, but I can't.
And that has been the episode. We will be back. We will be back next week, honey, for
my whole world.
5 and 6. Episodes 5 and 6 next week.
Yeah, we are. I'm bullshitting.
And I cannot wait for Erica to see what is to come.
Lord,
I can't wait.
I'm nervous.
I love this. Anyway, we'll see y'all next week.